guys, so today's video is top 10 ways to reuse a candle jar. So the first method is to paint with glass paint. So I have some DecoArt glass paint in some different colors, and I use these dotting tools, and I got all of these at Michael's. And I'm basically using the dotting tools to make a really cool design on the top, but you could use normal paintbrushes, you could use, any other kinds of pens, painting pens, anything really. You just need to make sure that it will stick to the glass. And I think this makes very cute gifts if you wanted to put some things inside, which I will show you later on in this video. But that's number one. So for number two, you can use it as a storage container. So I put some candies inside, but you could put whatever you'd like in it. So it's basically an alternative to a, gift wrapping or gift bag. So for number three, we repurposed it to be a flower vase. So we put some glass marbles on the bottom. Then we put some water in and fake flowers, which can be used as decoration. Or if you wanted to, you could experiment and see if you could put real flowers in them as well. And it would be very cute for Valentine's Day or birthdays. So for number four, I said a bedside table organizer. So you can put chapsticks in this, Q-tips, fingernail polish, anything you'd want that you would need besides you on a bedside table. So for number five, I said a small collection holder. So for the first example, I have some stickers in there, and you can see it in the painted jar, which I think looks really nice, and you can see all of them in there. Then for my second example, I put some small toys I had when I was young, which I think this would be a good idea if you wanted to display them on a desk without having them be in the way. So number six is a shadow box. So basically you can put a tea light or a small candle inside or a fake candle, and it will project what you drew on the outside onto the wall. So here you can see the stars that I drew. You can really do any design that you like and it will show up on the wall. So for number seven, this is also a good idea for gift giving. So I put some bath bombs inside of it, but you could put bath salts or bath goodies inside and you can give it to someone or you can use it as storage for yourself. So for number eight, this is kind of storing things as well, but you can put pens, pencils, markers. Another good idea would be if you are a painter, you can put your dirty paint water in there and then it can just be washed out really easily. So this one is probably my favorite from the whole video. You basically are making a match storage container and then putting a striker on the outside. So I use tacky glue. I would probably use super glue. And then I took a small match box. I took all the matches out and I put them on the inside of the jar because that's where they will be. But I recommend getting the taller matches. These are just little ones, but you can always buy bigger ones. And then what I did is I cut off on the sides, you can see the striker areas. I cut that off and we'll actually glue it to the jar. So here I have my two little pieces. I recommend you could also get these striker stickers, which would be a lot easier to use. I didn't have those. But these work just fine. Just maybe a little bit more finicky. So I put them right beside each other to make a bigger area. And then I started putting my glue down. I'm using the scissors to poke it on there so my fingers don't get all gluey. Then I let that dry. And then after it's all done, you can open up your jar, get your matches out of it. Close the lid. Then you have a nice striker on the bottom. So number 10 is really fun. This is an I Spy jar. So basically the concept is you want to fill it with anything that you have. So I use beads, but you can use rice or anything that's not going to be perishable. And then you stick all your little things inside. So I use a camera, I use a little pumpkin, I use a lot of cute little figurines inside. You basically want to make it to where some things in there that are small, you have to shake the jar around to try to find. So I'm just putting in a bunch of little things that I found. And then some leftover beads from the previous. So then you'll shake the jar around and you can find what you put in. So there's my pumpkin that I put in. You probably want to shake it more than I do, but. And then I wrote on a small piece of paper what you were meant to find. So this would be really fun if you had kids. I'd recommend getting a plastic jar instead. But if you wanted to make a really pretty one, you could definitely use a glass jar like this one. So on the top, as you can see, I find the different things that I hid in there, and you'd shake it around and try to find them. So of course I had to do a bonus. So this can hold candle supplies. So I personally use wooden wicks, so this is nice to hold those. Or you could put wick tabs or anything like that. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in the candles that I actually make, you can use code YT15 on sweetstarcandles.com. Thank you guys.